Children everywhere love Lego, regardless of their ability to read or write. They love building and creating things with the Lego, but also they love making stories to go with it. A few years ago, I observed this and began looking into ways to leverage this passion for Lego into ways that could help develop literacy amongst all learners. I've been using two main ideas in my teaching practice, making digital storybooks and making stop-motion movies. Digital storybooks are basically a Google slide that includes pictures and words like you would see in a physical storybook. In this case, the pictures are made from Lego. Here are some examples of the digital storybooks that my learners have created. The process that we've used to make digital storybooks with Lego is fairly straightforward. In the first step, we put children into groups and let them kind of explore with the Lego, build their sets, come up with the story, see what's there. Generally, this is the longest part of the process because we want the children to talk, share their language, share their ideas, and we find that this actually, there's tons of language that comes out of this, and plus there's the whole aspect of, the making culture and designing things, and children find this pretty exciting. The next step after that is to start taking pictures. The key point here for the children is to take close-up pictures without children in the background. We want these stories to kind of seem real and the worlds that they've made to seem real. So there is some teaching points that you need to give with, zooming in, focusing. So they're also learning these digital skills with the cameras or the iPads. The next thing to do is the children add their story to it, and they work collaboratively often on this, checking spelling, putting words in there, just making the story interesting. The last step, I just showed this example to the children, is that they often make a lot of mistakes. So as a group, they should be learning, if the lines are under the word in red, it's probably not spelled correctly, and they need to check that. And pretty much that's it. Then they can share these stories with people. Stop motion videos are videos where we use inanimate objects, in this case Lego and Lego characters, and move them a little bit at a time between each frame of our video to make it look like they are moving on their own. This is an example of a stop motion video my learners made with Lego.
Diamond must be behind this rock. We need to pull the rock down. I can't pull it.
The first step to making stop motion videos is planning. It's really important that you get the children to discuss what their story is going to be about. When working collaboratively, if they don't do this, they will likely come to disagreements later. The next thing that we do is to fill out a planning sheet. So this could be either with pictures or with words, just to explain what the steps of each part of the story will be. Once they've done a planning sheet, and this planning sheet will be available in the description of the video, the children will write a script so that they know exactly what's going to happen, exactly what they want to say. This can obviously change later, but for the most part, what we want them to do is think out what is going to happen in their video. When the children are filming, this is quite a more of a complex process than the digital storybooks. They, just like the storybooks, they need to find their characters and make a set, and then set up the stage somewhere that it's not in anyone's way, so that you're not going to see feet in the background that jump in and out of each scene. Preferably a kind of clear, plain background, or if they can make a background of their own, that would probably be better. They need to set up their iPad in a way that it's pointed at the stage. One thing that children tend to do is to hold it, and then that creates a very shaky video when they can't hold it exactly in the same place. We've used chairs, books, all sorts of things, but a tripod would be good, or making some sort of DIY iPad stand. The children need to put their characters at the beginning on the sets where they want them to be. Then, using the stop motion app, they'll take their first frame. Then they move the characters a very, very little bit, take the second frame. The default setting on the stop motion app is to have 5 frames a second, which in the animation world isn't really that much, but for children it can still seem like a lot. So if they need to be reminded that if they are having the characters talk, that they need to take a few photos to show that they're talking, so it gives them time to say the words. This is kind of a overview of what the app looks like. You can see there's the white circle, which takes the picture. Down below is all your previous pictures, which you can slide back and forth. And if you want to preview what you have so far, you press the play button above the take a picture button. The last step of making a stop motion video is to add some voices. Now, if you see Down below, the microphone icon is circled. All you need to do is place your purple square to where you want the sound to begin, press the icon, and then record. Afterwards, you can either play it, you can accept it, or you can cancel and delete the sound. The app we've used for stop motion is called Stopmotion app and is available for Android and iOS, though there are other apps you can use. I hope that this video has sparked some ideas in you. Please subscribe to our channel if you liked what you saw, and to watch our other videos.